Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you, and welcome to the second recording of Pre-Islamic Arabia. And in this one, we're talking about the socio-cultural aspect. Now, I would like to start with the unit of the society, which is called the tribe, and it's a tightly knit kinship based on patriarchal relationship. And the head of it is called the sheikh. He's elected and he's advised by a council made from the heads of the really well-known families of that tribe. Now, the society usually is made of three classes. The first one are the true bloods. Basically, they can trace their lineage back to the originator of that tribe. Then you have the mawali, it's an Arabic word referring to allegiance. These people trace their lineage to another tribe, but for some reason or another, they left that tribe and now they pledge allegiance to this one. The third one is the slaves. And so they're either bought or they are basically the result of the wars between the tribes. Now, I hope that you had a chance to look at collectivism and individualism because tribalism is a form of collectivism where all members basically have their identity by belonging to that tribe. It's all my group. And so if anyone insulted, then you're insulting all the group. And so this is manifested in what we call the asabiya. It's an Arabic word which can mean extreme nationalism. So all for one and one for all. If anybody's insulted, people don't even ask what happened. If he asks for help, everybody will come and help. And so if a member of tribe A is killed by a member of tribe B, then all the tribe A will go invade tribe B and kill the killer and kill also many more people, depending on the status of the person who was killed in tribe A. Then tribe B will want to avenge their own dead members, and so they will invade tribe A. And this can go on for decades in a continuous state of war between these tribes. So, to sustain this kind of life, in that culture, people looked upon and regarded highly those who showed what is called muru'ah. Muru'ah is an Arabic word and it means chivalry or manliness. And so, those strong individuals who are brave, who are generous, who are strong and loyal and can protect the honor of the tribe. And so everybody wanted to be of those individuals. Now, all of this information we are getting from the resources that I told you about in the first recording. And so it just makes sense that we don't really know how many tribes had these qualities or these types of societies and to what level the killing between the tribes, and also to what level the next now qualities I'm going to discuss, and how many individuals practice this, and so on. But in addition to this asabiya, this loyalty, and the muru'a qualities, you had, people who are extremely rich, and you had people who are extremely poor. And as I mentioned, people looked up and really appreciated the strength and the bravery and so on. And so a lot of times they looked down on the weak. Some of the orphans were exploited. Women were their inheritance were annexed. Some tribes, as we have in the Quran, actually killed they practiced infanticide. They killed the newly born girls, females. They killed them. And so they also used women as sex objects. However, this is not all the cases because, as we will talk when we talk about the life of the Prophet, peace be upon him, we will see that his wife was from a class that they ran their own affairs, they had their own money, they did trading, and so on. We also have in the poetry, pre-Islamic poetry, They were so proud of drinking alcohol, illicit sex, gambling. But I want to talk about is actually the Arabic language. The Arabic language, the Arabs were masters of the Arabic language, and it was an oral tradition. And for example, this is a description from Anne Shamel about the pre-Islamic poetry, the quality of that poetry. She said, the perfection of pre-Islamic Arabic poetry has rarely been reached by writers at any later point in history. So I want to emphasize this point because when we talk about the Quran came in the Arabic language, and the Quran is the holy book of the Muslims, basically challenged the Arabs in their mastery, and they failed to achieve or live up to that challenge. And so, if I want to actually finish from here, I want to finish with focusing on 2 points. The first one is basically the tribalism, the fact that a person cannot live on their own. You cannot go outside the practices and the laws and traditions of that tribe. You will be expelled, you will die, you will bring disgrace, you will, because of the system of tribalism. So this is a point that is important to understand because I will be bringing it up later on. Also, the second point is that I want, if you guys can remember, is also the Arabic language and how much people really emphasize the Arabic language. Arabs had two weapons, their swords and the strength, and those brave men with the muru'ah, and they also the tongue of a poet, because that poet can actually, if he's really good, then he can, make up poetry about the enemy tribes and then really degrade them and bring shame to them. So poetry up to now is very important to the Arabs. You have a poetry published in newspapers in the Arab countries. You have the $1 million poetry competitions that run, and so on. And so poetry was very important, and their mastery of the language, because this is where the challenge is going to come when we start talking about Islam. So if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section. And thank you very much for attending, and take care. God bless.